members of the Department of Youth and Community Development community, and of course, the alumni and directors of the program, and guests. My name is Matthew Delfino. I was in the Ladder for Leaders program as a rising sophomore in college back in 2011. I am here today to attest to the power of this program and how partnerships between private and public sectors are a source of good. While there's much to learn as an intern, this program provides the fundamentals through holistic development and pre-employment training. Those fundamentals allow for the facilitation of ramping up and for interns to provide value add. But for the interns in this program, and for the benefactors in this room, why we are part of this fraternity is much deeper than that. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "What you do speaks so loudly, I cannot hear what you say." For us interns, we want to be able to provide value add in a competitive position in the fields of our choosing. We demonstrate that by doing what others won't. Taking time away from lounging around campus and nights out in order to study harder, be a part of these workshops, and do the projects assigned throughout the course of the year. For the partnering companies, you demonstrate that by taking on interns in high school, helping to foster development, providing mentorships, meeting with the directors throughout the course of the year and throughout the course of the summer. What is evident for all the folks in this room tonight, whether you're a partnering company, whether you're alumni, whether you're a guest, or you're just trying to figure out what the Ladders program is that what you do speaks volumes and goes far beyond just the things that you say. Following the completion of my pre-employment training, I was interviewed and offered an opportunity to work at Gartner, a global IT research and advisory company. Gartner had contracts, consulting contracts with different city agencies throughout New York. That summer, I had the opportunity to contribute to key efforts across the city. That summer, I also had the opportunity to deliver a keynote address with then Mayor Mike Bloomberg. Maybe President Bloomberg soon, who knows. But at that time, he was mayor. And I gave several speeches in order to help galvanize public and private partnerships. It was during one of those speeches that I established a network with the Swiss bank, UBS. I was offered an opportunity to interview for a summer internship, and I went on to do 2 successful summer internships. In fact, Willow Marcon, who was a part of my journey at UBS, is here tonight. She's now a data science recruiter at Google, but thank you for being here. Hello. I went on to graduate valedictorian of my graduating class, and following the commencement, things came full circle, and I accepted a full-time role at Gartner. I can say with absolute certainty that there was a symbiotic relationship between my academic success and my participation in this program. Going back into my sophomore year, I was extremely motivated, knowing what lies ahead and the possibilities that existed. I was able to work with my classmates and help them source their own internships and contribute to classroom discussions in a way that I couldn't prior to being a part of this program. For the members in this room and for the participants in this program, why we are a part of this fraternity is much deeper than just those immediate benefits. You see, for the partnering companies, you can source your own interns. And even for the interns, we can probably find our own internships. If we keep it in that context, it seems more transactional. And this relationship dynamic is less transactional and more transformational. The word transformation derives from the Latin transformare, literally meaning to go beyond form. This program has transformed my life. It has allowed me to go beyond the form my initial resources were offering. I was a kid from Southeast Queens who grew up with 4 brothers and a single father and all of the craziness that you could imagine that came with that, and things you probably couldn't imagine. And I don't say that to feel sorry, but I say it to set the context of the exposure that I had. You see, again, I probably could be capable of finding my own internship, and you guys are probably capable of sourcing your own interns, but we've identified that as a collective, we are attempting to achieve something greater and to go beyond. Abraham Maslow discussed in his paper, A Theory on Human Motivation, the concept of a hierarchy of needs, which asserts that our actions are motivated in order to achieve certain needs. The most complex of these needs, he noted, was what he called self-actualization, which I'm sure some of you have heard of, which is the need to fulfill our fullest potential as humans. For those of us who have subscribed to the mission of the Ladder for Leaders program, we did so because we understand that we are trying to attempt to achieve something greater within ourselves and enable others to achieve something greater within themselves. You see, we understand we can accomplish things on our own, and we can do that better when we do it together. That by sometimes enabling a young intern to enhance their skill set, provide mentorship opportunities, to provide meaning that goes far beyond what you can put down on paper. For myself, I'm very much still in the early stages of my journey, but I'm motivated by stewards like you. When we talk about stewards, it's difficult to ignore the folks in the Department of Youth and Community Development Operations. And one of those stewards has been championing youth causes for decades. And of course, I'm talking about the Commissioner of the Department of Youth and Community Development. So please join me in welcoming Commissioner Bill Chong. Thank you all. I'll be able to
Thank you, Matthew. You really are an embodiment of what I've